Hey, Ace, I mean, come holler at me real quick, cousin. Come holler at me real quick, Ace. Please, just come holler at me. I just come holler at me. Come talk to me. I knew me and you would end up here. You may never see this. You might actually see it. I knew me and you. Ace, I knew we would end up here. At some point, I knew you would end up here because it'd be the niggas on your level and below that talk shit to Verb. Y'all ever notice that? It be y'all niggas. It don't be like it don't be the Geechees and the Tay-Rocks and the you see what I'm saying? It don't be them niggas who talk they shit to Verb, really. Maybe them niggas that say they can beat Verb, but niggas on that higher level, they not doing this. It's always you niggas. It'd be the Kid Chaoses. It'd be the Swamps. And Swamp, Swamp, I heard what you had. Look, I heard what you had to say, Swamp. I heard you hopped into Spaces for about 30 minutes. And I heard what you said. You was uninterrupted. I can make a whole 30-minute video about the shit you said. But I'm gonna talk about Ace, real quick, y'all. Ace, I heard what you said. For those of y'all who may see this and didn't know, Ace, after Summer Madness. I make this video a couple days late. But Ace, after Summer Madness, I guess he was on somebody group, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know what the fuck he was on. It was a video of him with 3 other people talking about he'll shut Verb up and he make bad promoters look bad because he promotes and doesn't win or doesn't do good even. Was really, I think, what he said. Look, man. Ace, I thought you and Rum Nitty's promotion was cool. It was interesting, I guess. I don't think I laughed, but it was, it was like, it wasn't funny, ha. It gave me a little chuckle, It was cool. And I didn't see your battle versus Rum. I said that on my last video. I came in at your 3rd round, so I heard you pat Smack on the back and shit for the 3rd round. And then I started Rum Nitty's 3rd round, and he won because he was talking to you and about you at least. But fuck all that. Congratulations on making no Summer Madness. I didn't think you deserved it because I didn't think you've done anything to this year specifically to be on the card. But still, you talking shit to Verb though? For what? Like, look, Ace, you can talk very well. You know how to articulate yourself very well, Ace. But Ace, you coming at Verb is not, you're not that guy. I like watching you on Champion when you break down battles and shit. You have strong battle IQ and you're a smart guy. You can articulate yourself. But as far as like, you want to go back and forth with a nigga like, you want to speak on a nigga like, Verb bombed on you for 30 minutes and he wasn't even talking about you. That's why nobody feels bad either. He wasn't even talking about you. As far as I know, after Summer Madness, I heard him talking about Jerry West. He wasn't even talking about you. Nobody's really talking about you. Because respectfully, ain't nobody... I didn't see the battle. I hear you did good. But like, no one's checking for Ace and I'm just speaking my piece on the shit. You can't be, the shit you were saying, the shit you be saying about Verb, and the shit that people say about Verb, as a fan, I have a right to say it because I'm a fan who's been watching this shit. Certain battle rappers have the right to speak on Verb like that. Somebody like you, Ace, does not have the right to say Ace. Somebody like you does not have the right to say Verb hasn't been good in 5 years. You don't have a right to say that. The reason why you don't have a right to say that is because put it like this. Let's say what you said is true, which is not. But let's just say Verb really hasn't been good in 5 years. Everything he did before that is better than everything you're doing now. Right? Everything he did before that is better than everything you're doing now and better than everything you've ever done. You can't say that shit to Verb. You can't say that Verb hasn't put on a good performance since like years. You can't say it because most of your performances aren't good, Ace. You had a debatable with Arsenal, who is probably my favorite battle rapper of all time. But in the past few years, Arsenal has not, to me, from the outside looking in, taken battle rap serious. He's got all kind of other shit. I be seeing him on Instagram. He got all kind of other shit going on. I don't think Arsenal has taken battle rap serious since like before the pandemic. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's only had a couple of good performances since then. And I'm not even here to shit on Arch. He's my favorite ever. But I don't think he's even focused on that shit. I think he's just showing up for checks at this point. And you had debatable with him. Arce ain't smoked nothing in a while, and you can say you might have lost to him. Like, this ain't no, like, I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, Ace. Somebody in your position can't tell Verb he's ass. Because even if it's true, if Verb is ass, what are you? Niggas like Verb don't perform well. Verb don't win battles. Does Ace Amin win battles? Like, what? Like, he makes promoters. Verb is gonna be. It's at the top of the card of one of the most anticipated cards in a long ass time. A card that, to be honest, even though I watched some of Madness and I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it wasn't no bomb ass event. I'm not gonna hold you. It's hard for me to really. 7 battles was too much. So, and the crowd, you know, I don't need the crowd to know bars are fire, but the crowd was supposed to help, and it was shitty to an extent, right? They was booing niggas who was cooking. So, but you don't get to say these things about Verb. See, one thing about me, I love one thing about myself is that I'm self-aware, right? I know how to be self-aware. I know where I'm at and who I'm talking to when I'm talking to him. Do you, Ace? Do you, Ace? Do you really think you can say that shit to Verb? You said he did enough against Lux to make people think he beat him. He beat Mook, but Mook hadn't battle rapped in 5-6 years or whatever the fuck. Okay, Ace, you could never get a battle with Lux. You can't really talk about. You have that right, but like to get on camera and say these things, he did enough. If you can do enough, if you a nigga like Verb, who most people hate, who most people wanna see get booed, like Verb is that nigga they wanna boo off stage. The fact that he did just enough to make a few people think he beat Lux means he was really spectacular. Because most people was just looking for him to say one thing that sucked so they could boo him off the building. And the first round of that battle, he did get booed in the beginning. Then he turned it around. Well, I ain't gonna say he turned it around. He turned them around. He made them, you know what I'm saying? Because Verb has to fight. Because no one likes Verb. He talk all that shit. I guess he comes off as feminine. All that other shit. Niggas don't like Verb. It's an uphill battle for him every time he step on stage. Especially going up against one of the fucking favorites like Lux. As far as the Mook shit, Mook rap the same way now. Mook just started changing, like becoming more appealing to the fans and shit. Remember you say about Mook's style? Talking about he ain't battle rapping 6-7 years before he battled Verb. You're probably right, but he still rap like that. He still rap like that. I mean, he, against Geechee, he was, he refined this. He's changed it up a little bit, but I mean that was last year. Mook been back. He just started. You know what I'm saying? So it's still the same Mook. Well, that's crazy. It's like Ace don't have one good performance and then get to talking to niggas. You can't. I don't think Ace can beat Verb. I don't. You might can make it close. Honestly, again, Verb hasn't given you back-to-back great performances in years. That's true. He's had good performances. Him versus Easy was a good performance. He lost. Him versus Pass on GTX after that was a good performance. I think he won. Him versus Head Ice was a good performance. He won. Again, good, not great. Before the Shotgun Suge battle, his last great performance was versus Geechee. So I'm not up here saying that you're completely false in your statements, but there is a such thing as you can't say that. You can't. You can't. You said you'd headbutt the man. You might headbutt the nigga. I don't know if Verb can fight. I ain't here to say he'll win. I ain't with on that. That's on y'all. But come on, man. Like, Ace, you gotta. Here's the thing. I don't know if you could even get booked versus Verb. And if you did, you probably couldn't survive the promo. Verb has turned certain people against A-Ward just by talking. He can turn niggas against you by talking. You wouldn't survive the promo, Ace. Respectfully, you would not survive the promo. So for you to be up here saying what you're saying, like, I don't know, cousin. I don't know, cousin. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. I don't think. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. And and he bombed on. Just another thing. Verb bombed on you for 30 minutes. Nigga called you an opening act. He called you but you did open some of Madness. Nigga called you a lab rat. He made fun of you. Nigga said you plasma ass nigga. Chill out, Verb. I done donated plasma before. Don't do that, Verb. Nigga bombed on you. He bombed on you for 30 minutes. Talk about how you stutter and slip up every time you get on fucking stage. Nigga bombed on you. He won already. Like, just stay. Y'all gotta stay. Y'all gotta know who y'all dealing with. Even if promo is what he's good at right now, are you as good as that? If not, can't you see? Aren't you self-aware? Aren't you aware of your surroundings? Look at how Verb has turned niggas against A-Ward just by talking about him. What if he decided to point that attention to you, Ace? You can't get up on spaces and out-talk him. The only nigga that's ever could do that is Sue Surf. Sue Surf's the only nigga that could get up there with Verb verbally. He's the only nigga. And even that nigga, and even then, Verb could be like, nigga, I beat you. So it's like, this shit just not, you know what I'm saying? This shit not, you gotta chill, Ace. Shout out to Ace, shout out to Rum Nitty, shout out to Summer Madness. Y'all, you did your thing, but like, chill. Like, that's not it. That's not what you want. That's not a good idea. You probably could never get booked versus, like, that's not, stop. Like, let's not do that. I want to hop in here. Tomorrow is Max Out 3. I'm excited. Should I make this a predictions video? I think I'm gonna make it separate. I might do it tomorrow. I got number free time tomorrow. I'm gonna make it tomorrow, early Saturday morning. I'm gonna drop that motherfucker. Make sure y'all watch this video, subscribe, like. I'm gonna make that motherfucker tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna be wild. Max Out y'all better step up. They got too many battles on Max. I ain't gonna hold you. But shout out to you guys. Ace, you did good. Stay out of it. Don't fuck with Verb. Just leave him alone. You can't out-talk him. If you get the battle, you probably wouldn't survive it anyway. Not the battle. You might can win the battle, but you making it to the battle is like, if it's close, you're not going. You can't promo the guy. You may not ever even get booked against him. It's not a good idea. Just leave it alone. You're not in a position to be talking shit to a nigga who has literally battled and beat some of the top niggas in their prime. Remember, Verb's been around a while. Some of them niggas that he beat them while they cared. Right? He beat these niggas while they tried. You niggas, you can't even, just stop it. Just stop it. Stop coming for a nigga you can't out-talk and possibly can't out-rap. That's all I'm going to say. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. First talk, subscribe, because I be getting a little views, just a little bit. But y'all don't subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, man. Go up out, bro. Subscribe, bro.